guys, and welcome back to Teaberry Farm. My name is Casey. As you can tell by the way that I'm dressed, it's getting cold. It's about normal for what the winter temperature would be here in Northwest Florida, but like everyone else in the country, we're getting ready to... That's Rojo. I haven't fed them yet. So just like everybody else in the country, we're like getting prepared for this winter storm that's supposed to be crazy with Arctic winds. They're calling it it's like, I guess, the Siberian train from Siberia through Alaska, Canada, and down to the US. But anyway, so for us, it's gonna get down to like 18, 19, 20. We had a ton of rain the last few days, tons of precipitation. Chickens are still happy because it's not super cold yet, but with seriously cold temperatures coming, yes, chickens can handle the cold weather, but I'm more concerned about like 20-mile-per-hour winds. Our chickshaws are pretty much designed for us with the hot weather, needing lots of, it just don't stop, needing lots of ventilation. So I'm trying to decide what I'm planning on doing for them. I'm pretty sure, because the bottom of the chickshaw, which I'll show you in a minute, is it's wire mesh so that all the poo will go down. I think I'm gonna layer the bottom with hay just to add like an extra layer of warmth. That's one side that they're not getting tons of air circulation on, which should help. There's probably, I don't know, about 30 chickens per chickshaw, I think. I've lost count. So they'll be able to keep themselves warm, but I'm just worried about the parts that don't have a wind block that could make them even more cold. The other option I'm thinking of doing is the aisle of the barn. We can actually pull all three of our chickshaws in a row in the aisle. I can lay down some tarps so that there's just not poo everywhere, and then just roll them in. There's enough room that they can kind of move around and not be so miserable, but that's only in the case of like it's super miserable, especially overnight. So I may only do that overnight, and then during the day, you know, they should be fine and they can decide if they want to be in the wind or not. We're not scheduled to get any like ice or snow, so hopefully that will help a whole lot. But today I wanted to talk about and show you all the things that we're planning on doing, all the things we have to do. So here in Florida, in Northwest Florida, we probably get below freezing temperatures only a couple times a year, and it may only last a couple days. So let's try this again. My SIM card was full, so yeah, I had to go back in the house and take care of that. So here, obviously in Northwest Florida, we don't have redundancy systems for freeze. We have heat pumps, and we don't wrap every single pipe and things like that. So there's things that we have to do. Definitely have to drip all faucets. That includes inside the house. That includes undoing all the hoses and dripping them. That'll probably be for several days, so we don't have to deal with any of that. This lavender that's usually sitting outside, I gotta put this in the greenhouse. So anyway, I have to put these in the greenhouse. I've got to make some room because there's not enough space in here. I have a lot of herbs in here. They should all be fine as long as they're not exposed to, like, you know, freezing wind and freezing rain and freezing temperatures, because it'll be a lot warmer in here. I'm going to go ahead and water today because it's supposed to come in, I think, tomorrow evening, afternoonish. So I'm going to go ahead and water so that way it's not like extra cold, but they should be good for a couple days. So yeah, let's get started. that I did this morning, yes. What? Bubbas. Bubbas are chickens is what she calls them. The Bubbas are eggs. So this morning I had lamb bone broth and turkey bone broth that I did this week. And I wanted to go ahead and can it because I thought, well, I don't think we're going to lose power, but I thought, oh, I better probably get this done because that was a lot of work and I don't want to waste it. Doing all the laundry, obviously. It's kind of the same thing we would do for hurricanes, you know, just in anticipation of, you know, what if you don't have power? What do you like to have? For one, I like to have a clean house. Here. Two, I like to make sure all the laundry's done. Yes. Yeah. And then also like the preparations for the animals are pretty much the same. So it's just going to be cold and not hot. I also brought out my gallon of apple cider vinegar that's finished. I still have a little bit more that's not done, but I want to make sure that I get everybody a little bit in their water today. Come back here. She's wandered off. So Grandma to the rescue. Grandma took Kennedy, thank goodness, because there's a lot that I need to do. Love her to death. Makes work a little slower. So in anticipation also, same thing for hurricane, we would make sure we have enough feed for the animals. That includes dogs and cats. So we went out yesterday, got extra food. Honestly, I was hoping to make it till like after Christmas so I wouldn't have to go out and deal with all of that stuff. So we did that yesterday. We had to get bags of shavings. Oh goodness, I haven't unloaded the truck yet. So we got bags of shavings, we got food, we got layer feed and chick feed. I just realized it's still in the back of the truck. I didn't do it yesterday. So anyway, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and feed the chickens. Hopefully I have enough feed. Oh yeah, I'm good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and feed the chickens. I have, oh, there's lots of new stuff going on. Oh, all right. So see if I can set this up well. All right, so we had 2 brooders over here. 2 brooders over here. I was literally using 3 recently. All right, so I had 2 separate groups of chicks. The bigger group ended up over here for a while, and then these are all Easter eggers. So I had them, as they got bigger, they spread out into 3. This one we're saving because guess what? We have lavender Orpington chicks. Anybody interested? I think currently we have, I forgot. So we have 17 lavender Orpington chicks. They're about, it's 2 separate groups. They're about a week apart, but there's 17 total and they're so cute. So I need to clean these 3 brooders out. Just in case I need to bring some chicks that are outside in chicken tractors inside because of the storm. I'm going to make sure this is clean. And then I actually got the group that was over here. My husband built another A-frame chicken tractor, which I want to show you in just a little bit. Those went outside, and then I moved the Easter eggers that were in these brooders over there. And it's always so funny when you take them out of a brooder and you give them more space and they're like, oh, they just think it's like amazing. And then the other fun thing is when you take them from here and you put them on grass for the first time, it's like crazy. So anyway, lots to do. Oh, I told you in the past chicks video, like chicks and more chicks, that I got a free chick from Murray McMurray, and usually it's a male. And it took me a little while to figure it out because I was a little busy. But I sat down and I obviously looked at their catalog and I figured it out because it's not one we usually order. So it's definitely a Roo. I don't know if you can see him. He's kind of black and white. He's a cream leg bar. So I decided to leave him with the Easter eggers because cream leg bars lay blue eggs. Easter eggers obviously lay not as blue, but blue eggs. We don't have an Easter eggeroo, but I thought, oh, I can continue making blue egg laying hens. So, you know, for something that was free, turned out to be really good. And I will say most of the free chicks we've gotten, just by happenstance, they've turned out to be really good. We got, what was the other one? A rose comb leghorn. He's super fun out there. don't really have a purpose, but he's towing the line with the other roosters. Hey girls, are you guys hungry? Did you dump your food? And these girls and guy may also get some friends in here depending on how bad the weather gets. We have a couple of these. We have another barn that used to store hay for the horses. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted. So ignore the mess in this aisle in the barn, but there's enough that I could fit, just going straight in, fit all 3 chickshaws. There might be some room right here in the front for like another one. But anyway, it's really great because that was kind of our plan for hurricanes, was they'll be in the chickshaws and we'll roll them in, then we'll just put food and water inside. So that's our plan. Hi girls. What you doing? Hi. Come on. You see her coming. So farm drama. Mrs. Red, or Big Red's girlfriend, we decided to name her Mrs. Red, decided to ditch Big Red, I don't know, like a month ago. And all of a sudden she started spending, here she comes. She started spending all her time with the black Australorps. I think she just likes that it's more chilled out, and black Australorp roosters are very like docile and chill. You don't really have to worry about him. But yeah, she now lives here, and I'll show you Big Red. He's pretty poopy about it, but she's still going in and out. Like, she's always the one that's always out. My neighbors will be like, oh my god, there's a chicken out, and I'm like, is it black and white? Yeah, she's fine, don't worry about it. She's not going anywhere. She can get in and out. But yeah, Big Red's not happy. I don't blame her. He's really mean. So in a few more weeks I will have, I don't know if you can see him. So in a few more weeks, I'll be adding, I think it's like 5 or 6 more black Australorps to this group. A couple of little roos to add for the spring, which will be super exciting. But yeah. So right now, only a few. Oh, one thing I'm curious about is every time like the weather changes or it rains, it's hot, it's cold, it's hot, it's cold, like it is around here all the time. Like, I'm curious what will happen to egg production in the next few days, because today is, what is today? Today is Wednesday the 21st. Today is actually my son's 10th birthday. Can't believe he's 10. It's ridiculous. I let him stay inside and watch TV since it's his birthday. But what will egg production do? Will they just stop in like the frigid cold? Will I get like 5? I mean, I probably get currently about 3 dozen a day, I think, roughly. Since the time has changed. But anyway, we'll see. I'll keep you posted. What are you guys doing? You're not getting them in the nesting box. Get out of there. See, I got 2 out of this one. None. Oh. Y'all are missing the box. They're missing the nesting box. This group likes to lay in the same box even though they have 4. So I guess they just get to a point where they can't hold it anymore. They just lay them anywhere. What are you doing? Oh, there's one. Ew. Thank you. Oh, just kidding. Another one. So what is that, 4? Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, I don't have to clean these, which is great. Sometimes if they keep pooing in the same spot, like it'll kind of pile up and you may have to give it a little help. But yeah, they stay super clean. I haven't had any issues so far. As you can see, Big Red is not happy. He basically paces the fence all day. She'll go in there some. She's still laying eggs in there. She'll lay eggs over here. I don't know. I don't blame her. He's so mean. I usually have to fold him up in the fence to go in there because he's just mean. I know all of you are probably like, why don't you just eat him already? He was one of our first chickens, and know. I don't want to be looking at my plate going, oh, we're having big red tonight. So until it becomes a major problem, we may just give them to somebody else to eat. But for right now, no. And I've thought about just letting him free range around, but he will actually fly into other flocks, and he's just so mean and causes so many fights that he has kind of killed some other roosters. So he's kind of in like solitary confinement, probably forever. Also, if it rains, oops, sorry. Come on. Let's see. Oh, this group's busy. What is that? 8? There's more over here, and there's some newer laying hens on this side, so they seem to be pretty busy most of the time. Ugh, one in here. Poop. Take care of this one. Just one in here. This one's fine. And, ew, 4 in here, but they kind of missed the poop, so. Oh! And I dropped one. That's a rookie move. Ha! It's fine. Alright, so I have 2 that I have to clean out that are gross. And I just literally throw the hay on the ground, and they like to kick it around and dig through it and whatever it is chickens do. I'll also take it and we'll use it to mulch. Probably not today, I don't have time. To mulch like the asparagus beds and stuff, because it's basically like fertilized hay. So. This morning's eggs, a couple of them are too yucky to sell, and those are ones I wash and obviously we eat. The weird shaped ones, the tiny ones, yeah, nothing goes to waste, but usually in the afternoon, those are like the super pretty ones. But it's also damp. I'm getting the tripod stuck on the fence. It's also damp, so things are just yuckier. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear what you have to say about what you guys are getting ready to do, getting prepared. Even if you don't have a homestead, what are you doing? If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And please hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload, because I'm having a hard time staying consistent because there's so much to do right now. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!